Hi everyone, and welcome to week 4 of the Bad Quarterback League. As usual, we start off with everyone's favorite segment.
He's made a mess of it.
This week, everyone was clamoring about who started Atlanta after Matty Ice got hot. But only Ryan Leaf in the
Caleb Turbush League
started him, and picking Atlanta was still better than picking Pittsburgh. So I'm instead going to give everyone a pat on the back for not making any messes this week. Keep it up, although I doubt you will.
I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
Hot off the presses, Banner Relegation Watch 2016 has now been updated, and yes, I'm hearing that he's now 27 points closer to relegation than he was last week. He's now only 20 points away from the zone, as we call it. That's still 13 points more than Purdue scores in the zone, though. And now this week's standings. Chad Hutchinson remains in first place for the third straight week, although the Minnesota point pipeline might be running dry. His mistrust in starting Carolina these last 2 weeks might have hurt him, but probably not as much as Cam Newton's head. Johnny effing Moxon took last week's "he's made a mess of it" to heart and turned things around with the best performance of week 4. He also smartly kept Atlanta and Dallas on the bench, both scoring diddly poo. This kid might have a shot at dethroning the crown next week. Wade Wilson is putting in solid round numbers every week. He's got the whole choosing positive teams to start thing figured out. The only zeros he's putting up are standing behind other digits.
Good work.
Speaking of digits, BQBL fans everywhere are becoming disappointed with Tyler Palko's lack of them. Somehow through 4 weeks, he's managed to match his ranking in the standings with whatever week number it is. Sabermetrics shows that he should drop to 5th in week 5. Tied with Palko is Cleo Lemon, although I think the crystal ball needs to be reset as he's used the same 2 teams on repeat every week. Maybe it's a strategy that us mortals haven't figured out yet. Dropping from 3rd to 6th is Spurgeon TSSS win, although not much of that is his fault as Philly had a bye and Indy only would have given him 5 points. Still, as seen in last year's final standings, a 10-point swing could be the difference between seeing your name in a YouTube video and being a footnote on the last slide. Kellen Moore's New England experiment is drawing to a close, and I can honestly say they were actually among the top choices he had 3 of the first 4 weeks. Now Tom Brady should be hopping off the NFL bench and riding the BQBL one. Tim Tebow time recorded his best weekly score of the season. Unfortunately, even in a mediocre week 4, that only earned him the title of 2nd worst weekly score. With Seattle being on a bye week, he may need to actually start picking them soon.
And now we have the Caleb Turbush BQBL scores. Jeff George had a good week. Too bad it doesn't make his total score any better. Leaf got left in the dust, but overall not impressed with any of these scores. Moorman is proving that he never should have been relegated.